first vert reps, vertical replenishments, or kilo transfers they call them, that I overshot with the movie camera. Support HMAS Torrens 981. Okay, this is Green Able Seaman Brain. He's now out and is fixing televisions. Working on the Seacat launcher.
I can't get it in the hole.
This is alongside HMAS Success in where we were berthed in Darwin at the time, on our way up top to the 81 trip.
Wait a minute, hold it. That's it, that's all over. Hang on here.
One of our heavy landing craft, now have all been sent up to New Guinea. The Alpha EDS bullshit.
Does it come through, does it? You have to sense that, get this.
This is HMAS Success, now paid off. HMAS Melbourne, which is now Razor Blades. And one of our attack class patrol boats before the new ones came in. Okay, now we go over to water skiing, or preparing for it in Singapore, 1981 up top trip. Mick O'Neill, the guy left to the left of him was Tim Holden. He became a priest and paid off out of the Navy. We hired 2 boats for the day. No one brought any smokes or booze, and so one of the boats had to go back later on. After that, we burnt out one of the motors on the boats, which you'll see later on. There goes me, the professional skier.
Like a duck out of water, they ski.
Here I go again. Wonderful. Nothing like skiing like a 4-year-old. Managed to stay up that time. Now I'm sitting in the boat and I'm filming Bear. That was his nickname, I can't remember his real name. He was an Able Seaman Sea Ray. That's right, it was Able Seaman ETC Adams. Call him Grizzly. A real top piece of filming. Then again, the boat wouldn't keep still. I tried paragliding there as well. We unfortunately didn't get the chance. Mick O'Neill taking a photo of me. He's still on HMAS Torrens now, and it's 1987. Batesy, Able Seaman EDS, he's paid off now. motor we burnt out.
Quick camera, mate! Alf, you must have burnt it out. Me? You're the one who's full of... You're a heavy bastard.
This is me showing off. Wasn't aware they were going to turn the boat around and therefore whip me. Like now, I'm hanging off a grim death there. Okay, this is the boys at the Big Splash in Singapore, 81. All greenies. It's all salt water complex. The big slides there don't look like much from the bottom, but you go up the top and they look quite steep. This is me coming down the middle. Noddy Latham to my right. There's Noddy Latham, Doc Pringle, Grizzly Adams and Barney. This is the way the slope heads do it. Okay, as you can see, it's quite high. That pool you just saw there was a big wave making machine there that flashes up every 20 minutes or so. There's the stairs that lead up to it. Watch this guy on the right. Gets a little bit dangerous when you're heaving down there and there's someone in your way. You can't get out of their way. They've got to try and get out of yours if they can see you coming. Here comes another one now. I think they aim for each other. Okay, these are mortar firings. I don't know what's happening to the sound. Okay, these are live mortar firings off of HMAS Torrens, what we call the duck gun. They were anti-submarine weapons, so you can just hear the bangs under the water. Okay, we fired off 4 sets of 3, each set at a different depth. The last ones, there they go, the last ones are set at a minimum depth, and therefore you'll be able to see the explosion a little bit easier. So you can just see it now in the middle of the screen. There she goes in the water. 1, 2, 3. You see the shockwave hit the surface then. All we got out of that firing was 1 fish, which rapidly went up the wardroom. Okay, this is the last 3 entering the water now. These won't take long to explode. They're now out of commission, all the mortars, because they're too obsolete. There it is, the duck gun. Okay, now we go into a 50 cal firing. It's a half-inch machine gun that we have mounted on both bridges during a wartime state. Up ahead of us we have HMAS Melbourne. She's letting loose now with a 40mm anti-aircraft gun. All they use as a target here is just a flare. Every 6 bullet from the 50 cal is a tracer, so that the firer knows where the bullets are going. Now we're letting loose with our 4.5-inch gun. As you can see, the weather has gotten a little bit rougher. Okay, now we're doing healing trials off Whitsunday Islands. You can see down the bottom left there the Ikara launcher is rotating around. What we do, we transfer all our liquids on the one side of the ship and simulate being hit by a missile or torpedo or something. The whole ship heels over, and we've got to see if all our equipment works. HMAS Melbourne. Blue Smith, he's now an instructor in the service. At that time I was working CCAT, and Blue was my, he was the aimer. Wherever the missile would go off, he would aim the missile by hand control to the target. The interference you can hear is the elbow of HMAS Melbourne. Okay, when we're at action stations, we sometimes have to simulate a missile hitting the ship. In this case, I was injured, so I had to go to sick bay in the stretcher. I had 2 broken legs. Okay, looks like we're setting up another mortar shoot.
Mortar delivered attack. Negative. Good. Anything you have up there doesn't respond down here. Roger. 1200 feet, sir. That's no good. Roger, stand by. C5 water. C5 water. Roger, that seems better there, sir.
I don't know how much film I wasted watching this. A little bit later we'll see it go off at the end of that bit of film that I shot. Okay, now we're doing touch and goes with HMAS Melbourne. These are the tracker aircraft, which have now been given away. Two choppers standing by just in case one of the planes ditch. This one will land. You can see the hook at the back end of the aircraft. As the plane comes on HMAS Melbourne, that hook contacts with the arrestor wires and stop the airplane from going any further. Very quick demonstration on how the wings fold up now. Okay, this is doing officer watch manoeuvres with HMAS Melbourne. Once again you can hear the elbow coming in, affecting the soundtrack. This is HMAS Melbourne with HMAS Supply. Back to our shoot. Using high explosives there. As you can see, that one was a rebound. Okay, down at the Ikaroa with Gary Yilesworthy and Blue Joseph standing up there. They're now both POs. And Little Diggers, who was at that time the Seaman EDW. Now was a Kelly EDW 7 with me on HMAS Canberra. Always fooling around. Now about to pretend that a screwdriver is a microphone. HMAS Melbourne again. Must have been fascinated with that ship my time. That time. HMAS Supply. HMAS Melbourne was on the far side. Boys on the Seacat deck, all the greenies. Hong Kong 1981. Much more built up nowadays. See up the centre of the screen now, the peak. Where we park nowadays in Hong Kong, you can no longer see it because the buildings have been built up. It's HMS Tamar, British headquarters to Southeast Asia. This is the China border. It's a day trip. We take that train from Kowloon up to the border. It's the fence actually separating it. You see up the top there, it's an outpost for anybody trying to hop the fence. Couple of the niceties of red china. That is the city of Guangzhou, or Canton. Not too many cars there, mainly only military run automobiles. There was a lot of walk to take a right.